This episode of Trash Panda Off-Road, we install the Genright off-road hood vent onto the Overland Geo Tracker. I never had an overheating issue with the 2-liter. In fact, I've hardly ever even turned the fan on. But I didn't have this rig in the summer yet, so I don't know. And also with Overland Adventure coming up here in about a week and a half, 2 weeks, that's down in Utah. There's going to be heat and temperature, and I don't know how fast we're going. So just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go ahead and put a hood vent in. First thing you got to do is just take a look and see where you think you're going to want it based on your bracing. I think I'm going to put it right here so as that it goes above those bracings there, and then it's going to sit right about there, a little bit behind the oil dipstick. So what I did was I measured out to the center of the hood, which, by the way, I got 56 inches right here. Obviously not, so I went with like 28 right here, drew a line, put some tape down. I'm gonna grab the hood vent here, pop it down kind of roughly. So that's basically where it's gonna sit and how it's gonna look. It's hard to really get an eyeball on it because I haven't bent it down or done anything with the tape. So directions say basically mock it up in tape, pin it down, trace it, start drilling some holes and cut it out. Sounds pretty simple, and we'll see how it turns out. Got my template laid out. Red one is the outline of it. Little black dots are the holes where the rivets go through. Then it says to do a 1/2 inch in, and that is your cut line. So I built this little jagged, kind of hokey looking setup here to give us an idea as to where we need to be. So that's your minimum, your maximum. That's as big as the hole can be in order to get it to sit down like you want it to sit down. So if you were to cut it in here, just like this, you would still be okay. They say the 1/2 inch is the minimum, and this is not a 1/2 inch. This is more like 3/4. So always, well, I don't know if always, if you're good, you could probably get away with doing it right the first time. But if you're a hack like me, you make that hole a little bigger so that it fits how you want it. Now it says to take and do a 3/8 hole in all these corners so that you can drop a jigsaw in and just jigsaw all the way down it. My concern with that is I don't want to tear apart the support beams terribly all that bad, so it's going to be a lot of check in and open and close in and cut and try to figure out where my support beams are, because I don't want to hack them all to hell. So maybe we'll end up using something besides a jigsaw too. We'll see. Drilled the first 4 holes for the radius, and I don't like where they ended up, so not going to use a jigsaw. I think I'm going to go ahead and use a cutoff wheel, a pneumatic one that I can control and kind of go relatively straight through all this and only cut through the sheet metal, and then we'll see if I want to trim up some of the bracing after that. So let me turn my air compressor on, get my cutoff wheel, my safety glasses, and we'll give that thing a cut. There's a hole in the hood. As you can see, the supports are in the way. I almost cut through that one, unfortunately. Shoot. The hood is so flimsy anyway. I think what I'm going to do is maybe drill holes through this section and see if that makes a difference or not. I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make. These hoods are not that great anyway, but I don't want the thing going as I go down the highway either. So let's drill some holes in it, and then we'll also drill these holes here that we're supposed to drill, And I think we're getting close to pop riveting this thing on there. Gonna have to put some paint on it and stuff too though. Got all my holes drilled, got the rivets pushed in. Quick look how it's gonna look. Here's the very back one, there's the very front one. So that hole is gonna be the right size. I drilled some holes into the support beams. Hope it doesn't whistle. So directions now say to take all this stuff back off, put some paint on all these holes, and then once the paint dries we can reapply this thing. Well, clean it all up, then paint it. Reapply this thing, put the pop rivets in, and be done. Here's what it looks like from the bottom. Got the rivets all in there. It sits, like I said, right there above the geez Louise, above the oil dipstick. Here's how it looks on there. So I don't know if I'm 100% sold on it. I know that that's probably the best placement though, just because of where the stupid hood braces are. So I think it's going to do what I need it to do. It's not a beauty contest, it's not a show rig, it's a little rusted up anyway. It gives it a little something different than all the other trackers out there with, you know, roof racks and rooftop tents and snorkels on them. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I don't think I'm going to make another video about this, but I also have the two side panels that go here and here, and I'm going to put those on the Trash Panda because that thing is having an overheating issue with that headers on there. It doesn't have header wrap or anything, so we're going to go ahead and put a set right here and then right here on that rig. So anyways, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Follow along as always, Trash Panda Off-Road on the Instagram. Put your comments down below. Go ahead and give this channel a subscribe if you're into Geo Tracker stuff. Thanks a lot. I'll see you in the next one.